Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So in this week's video, I am showing you how I make the most amazing shea butter body lotion. This lotion is so moisturizing and it hydrates my skin without being greasy. I'm going to show you two ingredients that I love using together that gives me this silky, fluffy texture. Want to see how I make this shea butter body lotion? Well, keep watching. So the first ingredient I'm going to be using is distilled water. So distilled water actually makes up almost 60% of this shea butter body lotion. So this is what's going to hydrate my skin throughout the day, and I really won't have to worry about reapplying this body lotion because it is so hydrating because of the distilled water. So this next ingredient that I'm including is glycerin. So glycerin is a humectant that actually draws moisture into the skin from the air. So that is why a lot of the lotion products as well as hair products contain glycerin. And that's so that our hair and our skin can actually retain the moisture that it gets from the air. So now I'm just going to give this mixture a stir, and it looks a little cloudy now, but the cloudiness will disappear once I stir it up, and we can move on to our next ingredient, which is one of my favorites, and that is shea butter. So now I'm just measuring out shea butter. So shea butter is one of my all-time favorite butters. This butter is so versatile. It is used for skin products as well as hair products. And if you saw my last video, which I'll put a link at the top of the screen, you can also use it for cooking. That's just how versatile shea butter really is. So this next ingredient I'm going to be including is cocoa butter. So guys, I love cocoa butter because it is a rich, thick butter, but it is not greasy, so it works really well in this lotion combination. So because I want my shea butter lotion to include oils as well as butters, I'm now going to go ahead and add in some avocado oil. So you can make lotion without actually using an actual oil, but I do prefer to use oils in my lotion. So in addition to the avocado oil, I'm also going to include some sunflower oil. So you can use sunflower oil, you can also use jojoba oil, which is one of my favorites, but today I'm going to be using sunflower oil, and I love when my skincare ingredients not only work but are affordable as well. So if you've made it this far along in the video and you've been watching, you heard me say there were two ingredients that I love to use together, and this is one of them. This is Olivum 1000. This is a natural emulsifier that is derived from olive oil. I actually love using this in my body lotions and creams, but this can also be used to create other emulsions such as body butters and conditioners. So it basically binds water and oil together. So this makes lotions feel very silky, but not with a heavy feel. And it actually absorbs into the skin really, really easily. So guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I create a new video. So let's keep going. This next ingredient is cetearyl alcohol, and it's spelled C-E-T-E-R-Y-L, cetearyl alcohol. I love using this with Olivum 1000 because it makes my lotions feel thick, fluffy, and silky. So now in a large container, I'm going to combine my shea butter along with my cocoa butter. I'm going to go ahead and add in my emulsifier, which is the Olivum 1000. I'm also going to include the cetearyl alcohol, which are the little like round looking pellets. I'm including my avocado oil, and I'm also including my sunflower oil. And of course, the next step is to melt this all down. So I'm going to take my container and I'm going to place it in a heat bath on top of the stove on low heat. So my oils and butters are melting perfectly, and I like to give it a stir every now and then. But now I'm going to go ahead and place my distilled water and glycerin onto the heat source as well, so that it can heat up to the same temperature that my oils and my butters are, so that when I mix them together, everything will mix perfectly. And this will lead me to my next step. So my next step is to add my oils to my water. So if you're a beginner at making body lotions and body butters, the difference would be in lotions, you want to emulsify your ingredients. So you want the oil and the water to combine. When you're making body butters, there's not necessarily a need for water and oil to combine, because normally you're only using oils or natural butters. So that's the difference between emulsified lotions or emulsified body butters and then just regular body butters. In lotions and creams, you want everything to emulsify to a smooth texture. You want your oils and your waters to bind together. So now I'm just using my immersion stick blender in order to further disperse the oil into the water so that it binds perfectly and so that my emulsion does not fall apart. So now I'm just going to sit my mixture to the side for a little bit and measure out the remainder of my ingredients. So this ingredient that I'm measuring out now is my vitamin E, and this is an antioxidant. So this is going to help fight free radicals and help to fight environmental factors that can cause damage to the skin. Now I'm going to measure out my preservative, and for this particular lotion I am using Optifin as my preservative, so I'm just going to measure that out so I can include it once my lotion has cooled down to an optimal temperature of below 99 degrees. Now I'm measuring out some fragrance, and the fragrance I'm using is a very soft, sweet, but light floral scent for this particular lotion. I like to switch out my lotions during the week, so I'll show you a little trick that I do, but you have to keep watching until the end of this video. So it looks like my Shea Butter lotion has thickened up quite a bit, and I've already checked the temperature and it is below 99 degrees, so it is safe to go ahead and add the remainder of my ingredients. And guys, look how thick and fluffy this Shea Butter lotion is. I cannot wait to use this lotion. I absolutely love these ingredients together. Now I'm just going to go ahead and include my vitamin E and then stir it up and make sure that it's mixed really well. And so I won't be using my immersion blender or whisk or anything for this. I'm just going to stir it up with my spatula and just make sure that I stir it up really well so that all the ingredients are mixed in really well. So now it's time to go ahead and add my preservative. And so I'm just going to scoop out a little bit of the Shea Butter lotion and put it in my preservative container and then mix it in that way, just to be certain that the Optifin is not going to destabilize my lotion. I am actually going to use my milk frother to mix up the preservative with my lotion, just so that it is mixed in really well, and so that when I pour the mixture back over into my larger batch of lotion, everything will mix really well. So this milk frother actually really comes in handy for this. Now I'm just pouring my preservative over into my larger batch of lotion, and I'm going to mix it in and stir it up really, really well. So now that the majority of my ingredients are included in the mixture, I'm going to go ahead and take an unscented portion of the lotion, of the Shea Butter lotion, and place it into a jar. So this portion does not have a scent. So remember earlier in the video when I said I like to switch things up? This is how I do it. I normally take a portion of a batch of the lotion that I've created. I do not include a scent in it, nor do I include any color or anything in it. I go ahead and make it as simple as possible so that when I don't want to wear a scent, I don't have to. This is an easy way to have 2 different products out of one batch. So for the remainder of my shea butter lotion, I'm going to go ahead and include the fragrance that I mentioned earlier in the video. And this one again has a soft, sweet, but light floral scent. So I'm just going to stir it in. So now I have 2 different versions of the shea butter lotion. I'm even going to go a step further, and I'm going to include mica in the rest of the shea butter lotion, just so that I have one that is unscented, and I also now have one that is scented and it has a beautiful color. Now that my color is mixed in, I'm going to take the remainder of the shea butter lotion that has the scent as well as the color and place it in a jar. And again, I now have 2 versions from one batch of the shea butter lotion. And guys, this is the finished product. I have 2 different lotions from one batch of shea butter body lotion. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Products that I use can be found in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!